Hey guys, and welcome back to Klonoa Empire of Dreams. And so today we're going to the opera town, Priamill, and where we come across some beautiful noise that hurts Klonoa's ears. And it is Muzika, who is a really big part of this opera house that we are near. And she usually has beautiful music, but I guess as of late, she's been doing this kind of noisy crap. But anyways, I guess it's up to us to see what's going on. Maybe there's a correlation to all these people who are kind of messed up. So we're gonna go and check this out. And instantly, we are brought into a very, very beautiful vision. I like the music in stage 2. Seems really kind of relaxed. This game has very relaxed tunes in it, which makes for a better experience overall. Because good music can make a game sometimes. It's kind of minor. Anyways, these boxes can be used to pretty much block the vents, or used for Klonoa to kind of slowly glide down into places that he wouldn't be able to get to without getting blown back up. So kind of just go down here and just throw it down. And also you have to go around and do puzzles like more than once. So you'll go down and then you have to go around or go back or something like that. It's not a big deal. It's for interesting puzzles and everything. It makes the game more dynamic. But I really get tricked by these little kind of branching paths. I'm just kind of stupid, so I'd fall for it every time, thinking there's something up there, but there's just really those gems. And so we have another box and a bird. I'm gonna grab this life first, because you can never have too much lives in the game, you know? That's just kind of platform logic. You never can have too much lives. But that's just might be me. Some people might still breeze through this with a few lives, which I would call you crazy. But that's just me. So we have a door up there that we need to get the key for. First, we need to find a second box, because there's usually a box in a lot of the same levels. And now we have the key over here. So we're gonna grab this little guy right here and go get that young key, because the keys are important. I like how they make the stages a little longer. It makes for a better experience in game. And so we found out that moving platforms can block wind, and those graded platforms that we saw, they do not block wind. The wind passes right through them. This can create some very interesting platforming mechanics in later stages, because you have to maneuver using things like boxes to get over a graded platform. And that keeps the game very fresh. But it can get frustrating at times, but nothing too grand. So you gotta hybrid use these enemy and box to get the second star. And I realized that they just give you a lot of hearts in this. Like a abundance of hearts in these stages. And I never found myself using them that much until the later ones, because the later stages will whoop the crap out of you if you're not ready for them. They're not hard, but they can be a little frustrating. But we'll get to those when we get to them. Another one of these trick platforms. They really just like kind of short amount of hearts you get in the later stages when you actually want them. I remember kind of like rummaging around for a heart, because you might actually pick them up and then you're pretty much screwed. You gotta kind of be careful on where you platform at. Pretty much, there's a triangle door to our left, and the key is down here. And if you want that life up there, you gotta just kind of leave the box off the platform and just go up there and kind of hover there. But I'm not gonna worry about that one because I'm pretty good on lights to not have to go do that. And with that, we are finished with this stage. And we hit to the second one, which I like the aesthetic way more of this one. It looks really regal and royal. In this opera house, and opera's a pretty cool little genre right there. I don't listen to it much, but other people do. I find it interesting though. We get a little bit of trickery right here with the bedded spikes. And also we have a Teton. These things can pretty much fly for a bit, kind of like a wind-up toy. But after a while they just burst. And you're usually used to get to a certain location on the map, which you can't reach with like a box or whatever. And we also have a button. And buttons are useful because they help you pass through doors. They open doors that you need to go through to progress to the story. And there's two types of buttons. There are buttons that can be like activated once and they never have to be activated again. And there's buttons that need to be kind of timed so you can open them but they close back up if you do not get through them in time, regardless. And we won't see a button that needs to be activated and reactivated more than once at the moment, but you'll probably come across one kind of soon. So just look out for that one. And I mean, I got kind of worried. I kind of forgot when I was playing the first time that the buttons don't always deactivate themselves. So I got really nervous. Sometimes I find a way on how I would just hit it once and get out there real quickly. But after I just saw it wasn't going off, I was like, oh, man. I was pretty satisfied. And these little spiker guys, they're really annoying. I really don't like them. Like, right now they only have one, but sometimes they have two in a puzzle. And that just makes the puzzle unbearable. I swear. I'm just gonna leave that box right there and try to get that one life. That's the easy life to get. I try to go for the easier lives. I don't try to go for the complicated ones. Especially in the moving stages or the special stages. They're not the skateboard ones because those are crazy. And I'm not like trying to die anytime soon. Anyways, we have our little puzzle right here with the graded puzzle. What I usually like to do is kind of leave it on the edge. Kind of blocks it for a few seconds. Just because I want to get back down or go back up or whatever. I have that opportunity. And it's a pretty fun strategy to use. I mean, you can put the box all the way on the said little grate, but I don't like doing that. And speaking of the devil, I spoke too soon, and we have one of those buttons that reset after a few seconds. That one isn't too much of a hassle. This one that we had, all you have to do is throw the enemy down, but later in the stage, let's say it's not so friendly. That's the right word to use, not so friendly. And we use this little Teton to get up to the exit. Sometimes exits cannot be easily accessed. Then we go to the third of the 3 stages before the special stage. We're automatically introduced to these moving platform things. Not moving, disappearing platforms. I guess moving out of your view because they can vanish. I silly almost missed that. We really don't need to go all the way back I just want to get all those stuff up there. I don't know. But I'm gonna go back here and jump the normal way that you're supposed to go. This is how I like to go. Play games and stuff. We come across another one of these balloons. Like, I never remember the real name. I was calling them balloons. It's kind of like a little habit that's kind of stuck with me. You know how you have those kind of things? Like, you know their name, but you just want to call them something else because that's what you used to call them. That's like for me, this game. That's just something I have a force habit with, and I'm really bad with force habits. I happen to act on them a lot. I try not to though. I try not to. Everyone has that kind of stuff. We're all human. And I then mess up my tea time. I don't know how I thought I was gonna make that. I did kind of just jump and jump back down and then kind of go up. Kind of ruining the little moment I had there. But can I say that these like disappearing platforms can be so annoying sometimes? I mean, they're usually not, but sometimes you just can. Because they'll disappear when you're trying to jump. Well, we're gonna need this box. You're trying to jump to get to a platform or like to a star. So I call my lucky stars that I made it. Worked pretty well, even though I'm about to die. Because I keep stupidly jumping into enemies. Speak of the devil, I did it again. I also hate these multiple like balloon jump sections. They always throw me off. I get so antsy. I'm a really antsy person. So I will like spaz out when I see one of those things because I don't want to die or fall in spikes or whatever. So I try to be really careful. It doesn't always work out, but I try. But these are pretty much the easier stars. This stage has really easy stars. I think that when you introduce a new concept, this stage just get like when you introduce a new concept to the game, like in this game, the stages are pretty much a little easier, I guess, on the person. But I have no problem with that. It makes it so you can kind of get into the mechanic before they kind of ramp up the difficulty on it. So you can get used to it. And that's a perfectly reasonable way of game design. Also, I really like this game because it has a really colorful aesthetic with it, because that's how kind of Klonoa is. All the colorful, bright and vibrant stages and everything. I really, again, also really appreciate that. Because it makes it more like appealing to the eyes. Like, the eyes aren't dissatisfied. That's why I can use. Anyway, we're gonna head to this exit, pretty much. And I swear they get to do the most convoluted stuff to get to the said exit. So I'm gonna try to go up here and grab these people, but Why can I have a tough time with this because of all the moving platforms? Because there's something in your way and everything. You gotta time your jumps pretty much perfectly because you have something above you blocking you. This one we got it in the second try. And that stage is finished. And now we have one of my favorite stages again, which is pretty much the skateboarding stage. I mean, I love the puzzles sometimes, but sometimes you just want to just run around and just skateboard, because skateboarding is fun in video games. In real life, you can get really hurt, and I do not like falling and busting my ass. That's just me. Other people may enjoy that, but I think it's really cool to watch. I would love to be able to do skateboarding, but not everyone's meant to do everything. I mean, I could if I really wanted to. I just have no interest in all the work it takes to get into it. We're trying to get as much as we can, but I'm not trying to get all of them, because there is a lot of these gems. And I like how you pretty much are sure to get like 2 lives in the stage. at least. But anyways, next time we will go through the rest of this world. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a very great day. Peace.